2021 Chrysler Pacifica Interior Review. Is this the Cadillac, Audi, Bentley, or Corolla of minivans? Forget Get Shorty's dustbuster old silhouette, this 2021 Chrysler Pacifica Interior makes it the Cadillac of minivans. That's our assessment after recently crawling all over a pair of upper trim Pacificas. In fact, its diamond-stitched upholstery might qualify the 2021 Chrysler Pacifica Pinnacle for consideration as the Bentley of minivans. Here's our assessment of the mid-cycle refreshed 6th generation of Earth's most popular minivan. At 15 million and counting, maybe it's actually the Toyota Corolla of minivans. Color us impressed. Sure, you can get an all-black interior if you're into the Dieter/Sprockets aesthetic, but in these dour times, a splash of color really heightens one's mood, so most Pacificas get some contrast color. Our favorite hue is rodeo red, a coach bag/lipstick shade applied to all the Nappa leather seating surfaces, accented with light gray piping and white stitching. This $195 option must be bundled with the $795 appearance package on the penultimate limited trim grade. Touring and Touring L models all offer alloy light gray doors and lower dash with a choice of black or cognac cloth seats, upper dash, and door armrests. You must pay extra for an all-black interior in premium cloth or leather. Stepping up to limited adds another color scheme in addition to rodeo red, deep mocha with black. And springing for the Pinnacle model gets you the diamond quilted caramel Nappa leather with black dash and door trim. Grain, gloss, materials. Chrysler is gunning to be America's Audi, in terms of interior style and materials, or at least materials appearance. An interesting case in point, the door upper panels on the Rodeo Red Limited S and Pinnacle models sampled look quite similar, with each featuring a row of French stitching in contrast color thread running across a low-gloss, handsomely grained material. And yet to the touch, the Limited's panel feels like molded plastic while the Pinnacle's feels like soft material you could sew. Neither looks shiny or cheap. That's a miracle of modern technology. And all Pacificas get a soft touch instrument panel with contrast stitching. I'm not overly fond of the Pinnacle's mid-century timber hydro-dipped wood tone trim around the dash and door pulls, primarily because they went with a super high gloss finish. A Danish modern matte finish would seem more appropriate. Limited and lower models get a more metallic look hydro-dipped trim. There's also some piano black here and there, which hopefully will resist scratches more like a lacquered Steinway and less like plastic. Oh, and in the Pinnacle you get Berber-style floor mats and genuine diamond quilt-stitched Nappa leather on all 3 rows of seating, not to mention those precious lumber pillows, the backsides of which are a suede material that matches the headliner. See what we mean about Bentley. Note that the lower trim series do not get this miracle stitching, and their rear compartment plastics are a touch shiny. Comfort. You get what you pay for, and paying the Pinnacle premium, $5,000 versus Limited, buys richer and more supportive padding in the front 2 rows. The second row feels a lot better padded and bolstered, so much so that the seats can no longer fold into the floor. And a note about those cute lumber pillows, I can't sit comfortably on them, so they're likely to get ousted from these vans. The Pinnacle captain's chairs gain a fore/aft sliding function that permits an equitable apportioning of legroom between rows 2 and 3. Other slight bonuses, since the seats don't fold into these wells, the access lids to the storage bins are redesigned so they can be opened without moving the front seats forward. The seats also tilt and slide well forward, providing a bit more footroom when climbing in back than you get when tilting the stow and go seats forward. My backside finds the disappearing seat comfortable enough, though, so I'd personally be reluctant to sacrifice stow and go and the flexibility it provides. Another comfort enhancer is the power reclining third row seat, which comes standard on Limited and Pinnacle, excluding hybrids. The seats also stow and erect themselves at the touch of a button in about 18 seconds, and control-freaky parents can disable the recline function from the info screen. Presuming a quiet cabin enhances your comfort, improvements in body and door sealing, thicker glass, and more hush the cabin enough to improve speech intelligibility by 6 to 8% in all trim grades. Convenience. Loading people and cargo is eased by hands-free power opening of the sliding doors and liftgate. Both come standard on Limited and Pinnacle and are available in the $2,995 Yukon Next Family Theater Group on the Touring L trim.